Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat, repeat the sounding joy. No more let sins and sorrows grow, nor thorns infest the ground. He comes to make his blessings flow, for as the curse is found, for as the curse is found, for as the curse is found. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
Silent night, oh How's it going, everybody? Merry Christmas! Early Christmas, I suppose. You see my little llama sweater over here, my little Christmas sweater. This sweater, by the way, helped me win a contest that got me this hat. You see this Merry Christmas hat? Yeah, this actually is from a Christmas party that I had last weekend where we had to dress in our ugliest sweater stuff, and I wore this sweater. And I was wrapped in garland. I also wore some female Christmas leggings with some Christmas underwear over the top. Hold on here, the stream is playing on my phone, so I need to turn that off. Anyways, the prize for being the gaudiest dressed person at the party went to me. I won the vote in a landslide. And yeah, I got this hat. You guys can kind of see a full look at it there. It says Merry Christmas on it. Put together by Dollar Store Elements. You got some light up lights there. And obviously a little winter hat. We'll wear this for a little while tonight. We'll see how long I decide to wear this. How you guys doing? Happy holidays. It's been a little while since we've streamed. At least a normal stream. We have done our Tuesday Pokemon stream for a few weeks, which we didn't do this week. I was doing finals last night. And then tonight's usually the podcast. We're actually doing a podcast episode tomorrow featuring Eric's going to be back. He's out of town. He'll be back in town tomorrow. Plus Camelot 331 is going to be guesting tomorrow for our special pre-holiday, pre-Christmas little podcast. So that's going to be a lot of fun there. Otherwise, there's no more streams the rest of this week. I literally have a family thing happening Christmas Eve on Friday, and then obviously there's Christmas Day. We'll see if I do anything Sunday night. Right now, I'll probably just take that night to myself. I kind of need a break after the holidays and finals. Technically, my finals aren't over, but, you know, we're doing the best we can here. My Christmas, I guess kind of started early. You guys see I have a new phone. If you guys have seen any of my stuff before, you know I was rocking an iPhone 12. I know I have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Wasn't actually my first choice. I wanted a Galaxy Fold. I actually wanted to go Android, but they were on back order for like 3 months. So I got the last one of these they had in stock, and it's all good. I've used iPhone and Android for a while. I guess we'll just stick with iPhone again for another year or two. Not a big deal to me. I'm really not that picky. All the smartphones provide all the functionality I need anyways, whether it's YouTube, other work, personal, etc. So, how you guys doing? I don't know if you guys can even hear. Can you hear the jingle bells? Can you hear the jingle bells? That's right. So this is our little Christmas stream that we're doing because we won't be streaming again besides our podcast episode. Who knows? Maybe I dress up again like this for the podcast as well. After all, you know, I don't have a lot of ugly Christmas stuff to wear, so this just kind of does the trick. All right. I want to say hi to everyone who's here in the chat. Appreciate you guys being patient. The stream's not going to be super long tonight. We're probably going to cut it off in about an hour and 20 minutes. I have to drive to Michigan tomorrow. So, yeah, it's like a 4-hour drive for me, and I have to drive back on the same day. So I'm going to be 8 hours in a car. I'm going by myself, so it's a bit of a haul with very little to entertain me but a radio. So we'll see what happens there. Natsu, a member of our board of directors, is here. How's it going? Probably already has the whiskey ready. Because remember, folks, we do shots for all super chats. The real booze starts at $10. This is our Christmas one, so it'd be cool if we kind of went all out tonight. The $20 is a shot of vodka. Let's see here. Where is all my booze? I haven't been behind this desk in a while. Here we go. Here's our $10 shot. It is Malibu Strawberry. We got $25 shots here. That's the Butterscotch 99 proof, 49.5% alcohol. Everything under 10, we just do shots of beer. And then we have the Don Julio down there as well. Don Julio does not come out for anything less than $100 because it messes me the hell up. But who knows? We'll see what happens tonight. Again, really short stream, so I'm not planning there to be too many shots tonight. But you guys determine that. If there is no shots, well, I'll live as well. Nobody ever has to donate. We always have a member goal as well. If we hit 200 members, I do have a special giveaway. When we hit 200 members, we're not there yet. I think we need like 37 new members or something like that. That's where you hit that join button. Let me finish saying hi to everyone. So Brian C., one of our members and moderators, is here. How's it going, man? Loki Ravenstorm is here. Steady Droppin' is here. Capra K is here. Doggy, another member of the board of directors, is here. Luigi's Therapist, Tony0096. Clayton Miller is here as well. Let's see here. D-Dub is here, another member of the board of directors, saying Merry Christmas. How's it going, man? Let me see. We got Byzantine Empire is here. How's it going? Jesus Calderon is here. Corey Bohm, a member and a moderator. Eric is not here, guys. Sorry. The Elemental Hero of the Shadow Link Dragon Wolf King is here. Scrolling down, we got Sweet Life of Dio Brando, one of our moderators is here. Zelda Link 5 is here. How's it going? Super Tech Tricks is here, another member. How's it going, man? Tony0096 is here. Scrolling on down that list, we got Kev is here. Yvonne Francois is here. Ooh, kind of a small crowd today. We got 47 live. I didn't expect to get too much today. There wasn't any run up to this one. Plus, it's just like a little Christmas thing. No planned giveaways anyways today. We'll see what happens. The reason we started a little late today is a guy was meeting me at my home. I sold my old iPhone 12 for like $400 in cash or whatever, which I should probably take out of my pocket before I lose it. Oh, got all this cash here. My daughter did beg me for the phone, and I said no. I know a lot of kids at her age have a phone. She's 11. She just turned 11 on December 17th. So on Friday, last week Friday. But the thing is, we have told our children none of them will have phones until one of two conditions is satisfied. One, you are driving a car and responsible for somebody younger than you. Two, you have a job. Three, you won't be driving a car if you don't have a job. So, yeah. Gotta have a job if you want a phone. That's how it works in our house. Not saying you need to pay for the phone. I may gift you a phone. But you must have a job, and you will be required to pay your phone bill every month. By the way, it was not like a full bill. They only got to pay like $20 a month. I'm not asking that much. But they can't work till they're 15. So, well, I mean, if they want to get paper routes or mow some lawns, that'll work as well. But again, they have decided that they don't want to do that. They could be running around the neighborhood during the winter, shoveling driveways, making money. I would count that as a job. But my children would rather just play and have fun. More power to them. Enjoy your childhood. You just aren't going to have a phone. It's okay. I don't feel guilty about it at all. My children are never anywhere that there's not an adult that I can call myself and get a hold of. So, let's see here. Why did our viewer count drop? Why are we down to like 10? 9? Is YouTube broken? I'm going to refresh the back end. Sometimes YouTube is just totally busted up. Or we're just really down to 10. But one spot says 49, another says 10. I don't really know. My fiance's in the chat. How's it going, honey? Baby? Sweetie? I love you. Oh, baby, I love you. Babe. Don't you know? Llama me. Oh, how's it going? Haven't done that one in a while. 10 on your end. 6 now. 6 now. So as soon as I started talking about stuff, we dropped in viewers down to 7. I don't know what's going on. One says 43, one says 8. I don't really know. I think YouTube's bugged because normally we have at least like 20, 30, 40. We never have below 10. And now we're down to 19. I don't know what's happening, man. You really want to know why? Is it the llama shirt? Is it the llama shirt? Responded to your email about the card. Yeah, dude, I got you straight, Pancake. The video crashed on your end. Oh, okay. So YouTube glitched out. YouTube, stop glitching out on me. You're ruining my vibe, man. You're ruining my vibe. Damn, YouTube glitching. See, it never cut out on my end. So that's why I was like, what the hell happened? Apparently, the stream died out for a second because YouTube is funny that way. Yeah, the stream is totally live for me and working fine. Like, literally, I'm looking at it live right now. I'm looking at it live twice. That's dumb. I know you're my fiance. It made me think you're a douche. What made you think I'm a douche? I'm confused. I literally have no idea what I did. I just did the same thing I normally do. Because you took your money out and counted it on screen. Oh, because I took the money out. I was just putting it in my wallet, honey. I was putting it in my wallet. I just sold my... Did you miss it? The stream started late because I just sold my iPhone 12. A guy met me at our house. So the stream started late because I was talking to him out in the driveway, and the cash was just rolling around in my pocket. I realized that while the stream was live, so I took it out to put it in my wallet. That's all I was doing. That money wasn't like the money that I normally have, honey. I literally was just taking care of something that happened right before the stream started. Not trying to show off or flash anything, guys. I sold the phone. Jesus. You think I'm a douche because of that? Come on now. Come on now. Be reasonable here. Be reasonable. We got a short stream tonight. I got to get some sleep. A long trip tomorrow. All right. Did the cache need to be removed while the stream was live? Does it matter? Does it matter? That's the real question I have. Does it really matter, honey? I'm sorry that it bothered you. I really am. But does it really matter? I think it's the first time I've had cash on a live stream. Well, I guess think I'm a douche, honey. I don't know what to tell you. I've had cash on streams before, so. All right. Now there's no freezing. Yeah, YouTube's weird. How did the iPhone deal go down? It was just a Facebook Marketplace thing. Not a big deal. I had a lot of people contacting me about it. A bunch of scammers. You always got to be careful when you're using open marketplaces like that. There's a lot of scammers. Very easy to fall for scams. I can see why the scammers get away with things. It's very easy. Like, if you're gullible, it's really easy to fall for things. But I've been selling things on like Amazon Marketplace and Craigslist and other places for years, so I know pretty much all the tricks of the trade to scam people. You know, as an example, when people are like, "Oh yeah, I need your email with Cash App to verify," you don't need my email. Email has nothing to do with verification on Cash App. What you want my email for is to send me fake screenshots and then have me believe that the money's pending me shipping the product, which is not how Cash App works. And it comes from an email that's not associated with Cash App, and people can easily fall for it, ship the item, and then they're just out the item. There's also other scams where they'll be like, "Oh, click this thing, you have to pay like a $50 processing fee to get the money." No. Not how Venmo, not how Cash App, not how any of this crap works. But people fall for it all the time, and they either lose a really expensive item, or they end up paying $50-$70 that they never get back. It's dumb. There's a lot of scams out there, but that's what the beauty of selling locally. And the guy was literally like 4 blocks down the road from our house when he messaged me, and literally I was about to start the stream, and he's like, "Hey man, like I'm in Chippewa. Where are you at?" And I said, "Oh, I'm out on Lake Wissota." And he's like, "Oh man, dude, I'm like out on Lake Wissota too." So, anyways, let's see here. How do you feel about the next generation of Nintendo and how they can compete with Microsoft and Sony? I don't know. I'm not worrying about Nintendo's next generation right now, guys. We're about to have the best, in my opinion, the peak year of Nintendo Switch in 2022. So I'm not worried at all about what's happening next generation. You're uncomfortable with other people's opinion? Honey, what are you talking about? I just don't agree that it's a big deal, so I'm moving on. Would you want me to sit here and concentrate on the fact that your opinion was it looked like a douche when I took money out? I could literally waste my hour talking about that for no reason. Or I could just move on and get to the people who are asking me questions. Not the person I live with who's apparently mad at me because I took money out on stream, which I've done, I don't know, 50,000 times in the last 4 years. I don't really know why it matters suddenly now. But you are entitled to your opinion. I just don't agree with it. Facebook scammed you once recently, but I'm lucky you got your money back. Nice, man. I really want to afford an iPad and pen. My pen tablet broke on me all of a sudden while drawing, messed me up for the whole. You already know I'm going to work extra hard to treat myself good. All right, cool, man. Yeah, I'm not like an artist type, so I've never really cared about the whole pen thing with the tablet. But I've seen some people do some really magical things with just really basic tablets with a pen. It's really cool watching artists be able to create something digitally like that. I like hand drawing stuff once in a while. I don't do it that often anymore. But it is like a nice little pastime, like, you know, especially if power's out, electronics are all dead. Hey, why not draw a little bit or something, right? Let me see. The money you had looked like it was the bounty rewards you made. This is oh, from Star Wars. That's funny. Are you talking the Mackinac Bridge or going through Chicago? I'm neither. I'm going to the Upper Peninsula. So neither. I'm not going to that part of Michigan. I'm going to the Upper Peninsula. Directly connected to Wisconsin. All right. Let's see here. I'm still waiting for Nintendo NC. Will you get lucky on your... Oh, man. The 8-Ball laughed at you, Dev Chills, and said, sure. Well, we'll see what happens on your birthday. I don't know what you're hoping to get lucky with. I guess you didn't specify. 2022 will be the biggest year for video games. I think saying a year is going to be the biggest year for video games, we have to wait for the year to happen. I think it's the biggest year for Switch. I think there's a lot of promise for Xbox and PlayStation, but we need to see everything delivered. Right now, there could be 50 exclusive games between the 3 platforms planned for next year, but maybe only 5 of them actually come out. We need to actually wait for the year to happen before we start saying it's going to be the biggest year in video games. I think it's an exciting time, but we've had a lot of really big years in video games in the past. So to jump to the biggest year ever, I'm going to put a pause on that. We need to see the year happen. And the games actually have to be good. They have to deliver. We could hope that, assume that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be amazing. What if it sucks? What if Splatoon 3 just totally flips the script on what 1 and 2 did, and it ends up not being a good change? What if Horizon Forbidden West ends up just being donkey shit? There's so many Halo Infinite could have been really, really bad. So there's a lot of unknowns. So until it happens, I think we can reflect on this a year from today and then look back and see, hey man, was 2022 really what people maybe hoped it would be? Which in the case of you is the greatest year in gaming ever. Was it that? Let's actually revisit that a year from now. I think that's a worthwhile conversation to have around Christmas time, or even around New Year's, when we look back at the year of gaming and just say, hey, because around New Year's this year, I do plan to do a stream and look back on the year that was in gaming and kind of talk about, was this a good year in gaming? Was it not a good year? What was good? What was bad? And what we hopefully can have better moving forward. One thing we'd all love to have better is systems actually in stock and readily able to purchase on store shelves. That would be great. But it sounds like that might not be happening in 2022 either. So, let's see here. What are you going to Michigan for? Just got to pick up some medicine. That's all. Let's see here. My laptop cannot handle Infinite, and I tried Master Chief Collection on cloud, and my internet is so slow. I got Ultimate and can't play. Okay. Why does the Switch Online expansion pack suck so much? I have a video that I was hoping was going to go out tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to. I think my footage was corrupt. I think Nintendo doesn't know what they're doing with online, and they're cheaping out in their investments in online, or they're investing in the wrong areas. I'm super happy we have Sega Genesis games, and the Sega Genesis games appear to be pretty much flawless or close to as flawless as emulation can be for Sega Genesis. But also, Sega hired the company that made the emulator for Switch, not Nintendo. Nintendo's company they hired made a really shitty emulator that has built-in problems. And when I say built-in problems, it's been discovered over the last couple of days by Oatmeal Dome that the emulator does not properly save your game if the emulator crashes. In fact, if it crashes, it can actually wipe your save data. Now, if you have a save state, it doesn't wipe the save state, but it can wipe your main save data if the emulator crashes. And you might go, why the hell would the emulator crash? Number of reasons. How about the fact that they inserted a manual line of code into Paper Mario that actually caps the frame rate on a late game boss fight that causes the game to drop frames, causing the fight to be way harder than it's supposed to be, throwing off everybody's timing. And because the game is dropping frames, it sometimes crashes. And because of that, you can lose your entire save file. And with it being a late game boss, That really sucks to lose your entire progress. How about things like that? And yes, that line of code was manually entered by somebody who ported Paper Mario to the system. And for some reason, that manual line of code that was added in for that one boss fight doesn't exist anywhere else in the game. It's just that one fight. Whew. So the question I have for you guys is, why? 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 Why do that? Why make a perfectly functioning ROM file worse intentionally and triggering a bug in the emulator that can wipe your save files? And by the way, the bug isn't just for Paper Mario. The save file wipe can be for any game. You can be playing Ocarina of Time, and if it crashes, your save file gets wiped. Or can get wiped, I should say. I guess I can't guarantee it'll wipe it, but there's a chance it'll wipe your save file. That is not good. That's not good. I think we can all agree with that, right? Like that shouldn't exist. Nintendo doesn't invest their money in the right areas when it comes to online. As an example, right idea. I think it's the right idea to do a subscription service for your classic games. Wrong idea. Have no release slate, no promise of when games are coming, no roadmap, and no consistency. As an example, are we getting any more systems after N64 and Genesis? We don't know. We should know. We should also know how often we're going to get those games. With Games of Gold, we know when the games are coming. We know when they're going to be announced. We know how many we're going to get every month. Same for PlayStation. For Switch, we have no idea what system, how many, or if any we're getting, and we never know if any more systems are going to be added. And are they planning further pricing tiers? Will they add GameCube someday, but with a new pricing tier? And will it get to the point that you're asking people to spend hundreds of dollars a year to have access to really crappy ports that emulate poorly? Keeping in mind, hardware is not an excuse for poor emulation. They emulated these N64 games better on the Wii. So I think Nintendo just doesn't know what they're doing. They're really disconnected, and they're cheaping out. They're cheaping out. They're not investing their money smartly with online. And that's how we end up with friend codes coming back. That's how we end up with not having Bluetooth audio for 4 years, despite it being there in the hardware, and all it needed to be is turned on. Like, it was there. It's been a function that's been possible with the Switch since day one. It took 4 years for them to turn a setting on. For them to flip a switch. 4 years to flip a switch. Just so we could use Bluetooth audio headphones. Nintendo is not investing in the right things. I think going with NVIDIA was smart. I think it's going to be smart in the future as well. But they need to go with a company that knows what the hell they're doing with online. Hell, team with Discord. Let Discord manage your friends list, manage your your chats. Who thought it was a great idea to put your chat on a phone? Why do we need to use a second device to voice chat on Switch? Why? That's dumb. That's dumb. I don't want to have to go on my phone, drain the battery, just to chat with people I'm playing online, when I'm already on a system that can handle it. How do I know it can handle it? Free-to-play games on it do it. It's dumb. It's just dumb. It was never a good idea. And I know some people say, well, the audio isn't that bad. Well, why would the audio be bad? One, it's using Google Voice Chat servers. Two, you're using your phone, which, of course, is a high-quality audio device because it's a phone. These are $500 to $1,000 to $1,500, $2,000 talking devices. Of course the audio's good. That was never the problem. The problem is, why do I have to drain my battery to voice chat? When I could use a system that's on plugged-in power. Oh, just plug in your phone. Why? Why are you draining my battery or charging me more money because I have to use more electricity to keep my phone charged to voice chat? It's dumb. But this is what Nintendo does. They're really out of touch with this stuff. There's localized voice chat on every electronic in the world but Switch. The fact that I can do local voice chat on a Roku stick connected to a non-smart TV with a Bluetooth headset, but I can't on a $300 Nintendo Switch that includes a headphone jack? I'm confused. What sounded like a great idea when they were doing it? Oh, we're doing this the Nintendo way. The Nintendo way is not good. Maybe see that there's a reason why others do things that way. Now, Switch is a wonderful platform, by the way. Not knocking the platform. I really enjoy the games. I enjoy the form factor. I enjoy the many ways to play. But I don't enjoy how Nintendo handles obvious modern features. Or I guess how they don't handle it. I don't know. Let me see here. Like, I'll give you an example. Here's a smart use of an app. Now, with Switch, this is less useful, of course. But the Xbox app. You know what's cool about the Xbox app? I can grab my Xbox controller. I can hook it up to my phone. Just make sure my Xbox is turned on, connect with the Xbox app. I can go upstairs in my room, set my phone down like this, grab my controller, and play my Xbox right on my phone. That's cool. That's a useful feature of an app. Or using the app, I can buy games that will automatically download on my Xbox. Again, a useful feature of a partner app. But Switch doesn't do that. You can't buy games through the app. You can't even make a chat group on the app. I can chat with people. I can log on here and chat with my Xbox friends on my phone without having to play a game. That's really cool. I don't need my phone to do it, but it's an option. You can't even do that. You can't even message people. It's dumb. Nintendo just... I'd rather Nintendo just partner with Xbox and say, screw it, we're putting Xbox Live on Switch, except we'll have a Nintendo version of it, have Microsoft fully develop it. They take a cut. Who gives a shit? We get a better online experience. That's what I would like. Like, it's clear Nintendo doesn't know what they're doing, but it's one of the pitfalls. You know, every system has its pitfalls that you accept when buying it. Like, you buy an Xbox Series S, you never own your games, right? It's all digital. The moment it's removed, the ability to download, or you don't have an online connection, or like, you can't play, right? There's pitfalls. There's pitfalls to every platform. Just Nintendo's pitfalls on Switch are, hey, we don't know what the hell we're doing with online, but we're going to charge you for it anyways. But I'm cool, by the way. If people want to get like the $20 online membership, go for it. Like, I understand, like, you want access to play Smash online, and $20 might not seem like much for a year, so I get that. The expansion pack's a ripoff to me. And not just because of the systems available. It's a ripoff because they're not even doing the emulation well. You can get better emulation for free on your Android phone than you can on a Switch, and that shouldn't happen. If you're paying money to access official Nintendo emulation, official Nintendo emulation, it should be the best emulation on the market. The best! Because they're incentivized because they're making money off you. It's for profit. It's for profit emulation by the company that made the games. It should be the best emulation that could possibly exist. Instead, it's the worst. And you pay for it. And they wonder why people want to pirate games. Man, like, you get a better experience pirating than you do officially because a for-profit emulation scheme by Nintendo, they can't give you something that's actually worth the money you're paying. It's dumb. It's just dumb. But enough on that. We could literally, I could rant about this for the next hour and then I waste all your guys' time and we never talk about anything else. Crash XD says, should Nintendo make their own Game Pass like what Xbox is doing with their systems? I think as a consumer, I would love for there to be a Game Pass on PlayStation and on Switch. As a business, I don't think it makes sense. They sold 30 million copies of Animal Crossing, almost 40 million of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 25 million of Breath of the Wild. When you're doing sales like that, it doesn't make sense to make a subscription service, because what you have to remember about Game Pass is it's a loss leader for Microsoft. They're losing money on Game Pass. Game Pass is not like Game Pass is giving them a net negative in revenue. They don't need Game Pass. Nintendo and Sony's games sell so well, they don't need a Game Pass-like service. Microsoft was in a unique position where their games weren't selling well. They were having a hard time getting market share, so they did a really pro-consumer thing, and they're eating the losses on it, hoping that in 10 years, well, at this point, probably like 8 years, it's been a couple years already, they're hoping that it pays off, and they end up making even more money than they would have by selling games individually. That's the plan, anyways. We have yet to know if it's going to happen or if it's going to work. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I don't know if it actually makes sense, but I hope it does. So yeah, Nintendo has no reason to really do a service like that, even though I'd like it, because hey, imagine just paying a $100 fee for the year, and you don't need to buy any of the games next year. They'll just be available to you to download for free. Well, relative for free because you're paying for a service, right? Like that'd be killer. You know how much money that would save people? But yeah, Nintendo doesn't have a reason to do that. $6,300 in personal value in Game Pass 2021. That happens. Yeah, dude. Game Pass is a killer deal. There's nothing wrong with Game Pass. It's just only Microsoft was really correctly positioned to do it. Plus, Microsoft has a massive bankroll and can do anything they want, right? So they can eat their losses and not worry about it. Nintendo has money, by the way. They could eat their losses and do it too. They're just not going to. They don't have a reason to. They're really profitable at gaming. There's no reason for them to change what works, which is why we haven't seen improvements in online. You can play some 4K 60 FPS mods and no charge. It's not the 4K 60 FPS edgy username that gets me, right? Like, obviously, there's always going to be advantage of PC emulation, right? You're always going to be able to mod the games. You're not going to be able to do that with official emulation. And you're obviously going to be able to get higher frame rates, even higher than 60 FPS, and obviously go with a higher resolution than Switch can output. That's always a benefit. But there's also negatives to emulation on PC, where there are certain kinks in the games, certain bugs that exist with emulators, because they can't use any of the original code, right? They can't rip the code from a Super Nintendo, or from, in this case, the N64 that's having the most problem. They can't rip the code base from the N64 and use it as the base of the emulation. They have to create something that pretends to be something it's not. And because of that pretending nature, there's things that break. Nintendo doesn't have to do that. It's their platform. They can use the source code. There's zero excuse the games don't run perfect. They should run perfect. If Nintendo's giving you an emulator, that should be the best emulator on the market for running the games as they originally ran when they released. But no. One video game dude hits us with a $5. Thank you.
Yep.
Also to Nintendo Academy for the $10. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you so much for the 5 and the 10. So one video game dude for the 5 says it's Nintendo Prime Time. And Nintendo Academy for $10 said Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Dig in the Hat, and Llama Ugly Sweater. La 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 llama. All right. Let's open a freshie. Let's open a fresh beer for that fiver, and then I got you here, buddy, with the Malibu strawberry to celebrate Christmas, man. And we're just doing a short stream tonight because it's just a busy time of the year. How'd your stream go, by the way? I caught a little bit of it. You had some fun things going on in the stream. You know, I caught your person who won your one-up thing. That was a really good moment. Obviously, I caught the Wood Academy or wherever, or Mike Wood, right? And all the the RGT 87 thing, and I caught all that. I don't know if did you do a parody of me and I missed it. I have no idea. I couldn't watch the whole stream, but it was a fun time. It was a fun time from what I caught of it. Congrats, and obviously look forward to your giveaway event again next year. And hopefully some of you guys in the audience went over there and had a good time as well. I tried advertising it a little bit for what I could. All right, cheers. Let's see here. Let's catch up the chat here. Great times. The intro was hilarious. I didn't catch the intro to his stream, so I literally popped in for maybe like 40 minutes. Prime Mike is coming soon. Oh my god. Is he gonna wear a llama shirt now? I don't know if you'll be able to find it. I got this llama shirt at Walmart, by the way. But I don't know if you'll be able to find it. It might be sold out. If you wanted to get it. Now this hat's custom made, so this was made by some people at a party I was at. They went to the dollar store and tossed it together for the winner of the gaudiest getup. I had like these female. I don't know. I don't want to go into it. I talked about it earlier. But yeah, I let me just say I won the gaudy contest in a landslide against like 30 other people. It was sweet. Yeah, let's just say when it comes to looking ugly, yeah, I could do that in spades. I just gotta wake up in the morning, right? You just roll out of bed and I already win the ugly contest. So if there's a contest for ugliest something, I could probably pull off the victory without much effort. I don't even know if you guys can hear the bell. There's a bell on this thing. The top. I'm going to take this off for a moment. Woo! Maybe we should make the lights flash. Hold on. I don't know if the flashing's even going to show it's off. There it is. Oh yeah, you can kind of see the flashing. We'll set it over here and let it flash for a little bit. Woo! My hair is all messed up. All right. How do you feel about Halo Infinite campaign multiplayer, and what are your criticisms? I haven't had a lot of time to play the campaign, so I'm like an hour into the campaign. I'm having some fun, and I've only played like 3 Halo multiplayer matches, so I don't really have a lot of criticisms at the moment. Right? It all feels fine so far, but again, haven't spent a lot of time with it. It's been really busy, guys. College finals, which technically for me still aren't done till the end of the day tomorrow. So there's college finals, work, kids, and this YouTube thing. So like, I barely even have time to do YouTube this week. You guys have seen my content output has been significantly lower this week and over the weekend because I'm busy, man. I'm way too busy. Gaming is taking a massive back seat at this exact moment. Hopefully get back into some gaming next week. Maybe over the weekend to take a little break on Sunday from things. Some people who watch us on Twitch know I've still been getting my Madden League games in because if I don't play my Madden League games, you can get kicked out if you miss like 2 games in a row. So like I'll be like, oh yeah, it's the holidays. I'll take a loss on this one. But then if I do that again, they'll be like, oh, get out of the league. You're inactive. I'm like, no, it's the holidays. Damn. But I'm 35 and all the people in these leagues are like 21. So, they got nothing but time. And here I am with 3 kids and, a life. Let's see here. You need that llama sweater? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I literally I got it at Walmart. It's got a scarf and then there's a butt on the back. There's a butt on the back with a tail. The tail fall off? I hope the tail didn't fall off. But yeah, it's funny. And again, I wrapped myself in some red garland and then I had some tight female Christmas tights on and then I threw some Christmas boxers over the top and it was fun. It was fun. I also had like a Christmas hat that had elf ears and it was I won and it wasn't even close. Let's see here. What's up, Sab Vasquez? How's it going, man? Happy holidays, my guy. Same. I haven't streamed all this week. Yeah, man. It's just busy. Holidays is always a busy time. Like here's my wireless keyboard, and like I don't even have the charge cord for it right now. I'm using some piece of crap wired keyboard I have over there. The charge cord for this is being used on something else right now for the holidays, so this has been dead now for a couple days. So like I can't manually change anything right now, but I really don't care. Nothing else is happening now on the stream. We don't have any crazy transitions into showing you guys stuff. It's just you guys talking to me through this camera. How you guys doing? Hopefully it doesn't crash. And hopefully I'm not getting yelled at by Yulia through text now because she got mad at me earlier. Do you think The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 could win Game of the Year 2022? I mean, I can't answer that question. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I can say. The first game won Game of the Year at a lot of outlets, right? So you would figure the second one has a chance to win Game of the Year as well. The better question is, will it? How can we determine something when I don't know how good the game is yet? I think it's going to be a Game of the Year contender. But again, it hasn't actually released. So how can I answer a question for something that hasn't released? You know? Does that make sense? Like, it's like you're asking me to answer a question on something that I can't possibly have an answer for at this time. Like, I haven't played it. How the hell could I even give an opinion? I think it'll be a Game of the Year contender, but maybe it won't. We have to actually get to 2022, right? We haven't even played a game in 2022. I think it's a little premature to talk about Game of the Year for 2022 when we haven't even played a game from 2022 yet. Let's like get there first, right? Like, let's get into 2022 and actually play some 2022 games. I think it's going to be a really stiff competition next year. I think there's a lot of games that have a Game of the Year potential next year. So we'll see if Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be deserving to be one of those games. We'll see. You hold your phone so weird. How do I hold it weird? That's how I hold it. I hold it like this. What's weird about it? I have full, my thumb can access like 3/4 of the phone. I just can't get up here. If I want to get to the top, this is what I do. I let it slide a bit, and then I come back down. Let it slide a bit, come back down. So like if I need to get to if I need to get to the top notification thing, you let it slide a bit, pull down, back up. It's just a habit. It's a quick habit to get to the entire giant screen because nobody's got a big enough hand where their thumb can go over the entire screen. So I hold it in a way that I can quick adjust to reach the entire screen. So that's why I hold it the way I do. It gives me quick access to the entire screen in a comfortable way. Obviously, if I'm holding it like this, you have access to everything with two thumbs too. But I don't. You know what's funny? Growing up, we didn't have smartphones when I was a kid. We barely had cell phones. We had those old little Nokia ones that can basically survive a bomb hitting it. But then we had the Razr flip phones, and that was such a big deal to have the keys here, and you tap them 3 times, and you're trying to text. Well, then we had the slider phones, right? And it became really popular to turn your phone sideways, slide it up, and type on a keyboard. And what's funny is, what happens now, right? I figure I have a big phone now. I'm going to want to do that again, right? So I open my message. Let's turn it sideways. Oh, let's type. And you know what's funny about this? Typing like this? It's slower than when I type like this. Isn't it weird? It used to be faster to have the keyboard be wider, but we've gotten so used to typing like this that it's actually become much faster for me to text that way versus sideways with the bigger keyboard where you're less likely to hit the wrong keys. Of course, it also helps that autocorrect has gotten really good on these phones. Sometimes annoyingly so when you're trying to type a word a certain way, like a name, and it's like, oh, that name's not a word. No shit, it's a name. I capitalized it. Leave it the fuck alone. But the phone's like, no, it's not George. It's Georgia. No, it's not the state. Damn it, it's George. Leave it alone. Stop autocorrect. I shouldn't have to tap 3 buttons to not autocorrect George. Thank you very much. Goddamn. It's really not that bad. It's like a 1 tap. You got to remember to hit it. Or otherwise, if you hit space, nope, it changed it to Georgia. It's like, Urgh. Stop it. That's just a weird example. I don't even know if that happens with George. I should find out. Does it happen with George? I'm not even sure if that happens with the word George. It was just an example. No, it doesn't happen with George. Yeah. I just tried to type vignette, and instead it said it autocorrected it to Vietnamese. Like, that's not even the same word. Autocorrect's great, but sometimes it sucks, and we all know the pains of autocorrect. Anyone who uses a smartphone knows that sometimes autocorrect a little bit of a pain in the ass. It can lead to some hilarious text messages, though. Like, if you ever go online and you look up like hilarious text messages, like, you'll see some like really, really dumb autocorrect things that created these really hilarious situations, like telling your mom you want to have sex with her when you're just telling her 1 second or something like that, or you're trying to be like, oh yeah, I'll be there in a sec, and then it sounds like, oh yeah, I'll be there for sex. It's like, whoa, that's a totally different text message to your mother. So like, we all know the pains. We've all been there. Smartphones have been around long enough. How his pointer fingers are positioned. What's wrong with that? It's called support. My pointer finger's right here. It's support. How do you guys hold your phone? I see people hold your phone. A lot of different ways. Like, there's people who just hold it like this. They full grip it, and they go like this. Full grip. Now I have a big hand, so that even though this is like the max, I can still get my thumb all the way across. So there's people that I know hold it like this, like full grip. Full grip, not going to drop it kind of thing. And then I've seen people who God, I can't even do it. They're like weirdly do like this 2-finger thing and then go like this. And then, I don't know, people hold it up here sometimes and do it. Everyone's different. I hold my phone like this. This gives me the back support. Because if I move my thumb down here, the foam doesn't feel very sturdy. Like, it's wobbling right now. But if I put my pointer there, it's not wobbling. It's got support. You gotta remember, phones are getting heavy. This is a heavy phone. And because my finger's positioned there, what happens is I can go like this, let it slide a bit. My thumb catches the power button here to stop my thumb from going up. And then this will sometimes hit the edge of the camera bump. And literally, it's like a subconscious, okay, grip your phone so you don't drop it. Like, okay, I need to get up to the notification bar. Let me just, it's like an automatic, like it just makes me grip it. So I don't know. Again, it's how I use it. It's how it's comfortable for me. I honestly don't pay enough attention to how other people hold their phones to give a shit. But I am curious, how do you guys hold your phone? How do you hold your phone? I literally have no idea. That's just how I do it and what's comfortable for me. I also have big freaking hands. I mean, it doesn't show that well on camera. These hands are monsters. Most of your guys' hands you could put up to me, and I could just curl over. It's crazy how long and how big my hands are for. I'm only 5'5", and to have hands this big, and to have feet as big as I do. I mean, we've all heard what big hands and big feet mean. Let's see here. As an elf living in your smartphone, he wants to help, but is in fact a drunken imbecile. Dude, yeah. Autocorrect, by the way, autocorrect is useful sometimes. There's times when it's like you're tired and you're texting and you just know you're one hand in it and you just know you're fat thumbing. And the autocorrect can actually help you make some coherent sentences. But like, sometimes it's just bad and it's hilarious. And Alpha's had too much to drink. It's weird how I position my fingers when I'm texting. What, like this? How is that weird? That's just comfortable. How else am I supposed to position it? Like this? They run into each other. What am I supposed to do? Like this? Am I supposed to fold my hands together? Where am I putting my fingers? They run into each other. What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? If I'm texting like this, what do you want me to do? Where are my fingers gonna go? There's nowhere to go. I can't do anything about it. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, where do you put them when you text? My hands run into each other. I got big hands. What do you want me to do? Maybe it's a big hand problem. Maybe other people do like this thing where like they hold it like this or something. But like, you see how like wide my hands are out from the phone? That is so, look at this. My thumbs don't even natural. I gotta curl my wrist. No, that's so awkward to me. I don't know how people. I don't know. I mean, when I'm texting one-handed, this is how it looks. I just text like this, But I don't like. My hand runs into it. What do you want me to do? If I don't curl it, I don't know. I don't get it. I like what am I supposed? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like this is fine. This doesn't bother me. But what am I supposed to do? Like this? Am I supposed to like I'm praying? Humana, humana, humana. Oh dear Lord, watch over my family this Christmas as I'm texting this thing in the middle of church, or I'm not supposed to use my phone. What the hell? And again, I don't really pay attention to how other people text. So, like, that is so uncomfortable because my hands are so large. It just doesn't. Anyways, we had a new member, by the way. Shout out to Teacher Hen. Welcome to the board of directors. You are the latest member of the board of directors. You have joined the champion ranks. Welcome. I wonder how many members we're at. Let me go take a look at our total members right now. Haven't looked in a little while. I'm trying to get us back up to 200. It's been a slow climb because we gain some, we lose some. That's just how it goes. That's how everything goes. Just like with subscribers. We haven't been able to get to 17.8 because we gained some subscribers one day and then we lose 20. Then we gain 25 and then we lose 50. So like it's just, just how it goes. Let me go to monetization here and memberships. 160. So we gained one tonight. So we're at 39 members to go to hit 200. So a ways to go. You never know. Every now and then we'll have a stream where we get like 15, 20 new members. So I don't really know, how that works. Use your hands to hold your phone, Nate. You're totally doing it normal. Okay, yeah. See, I don't really know. Again, I don't know how people do it. And like, it's obviously different with smaller or bigger phones. Like when I had the iPhone 12, just the normal 12, not a Pro, not a Max Pro, the phone is like, I don't know, like 2/3 the size of this phone. So like, yeah, I wouldn't do this and like curl in like this. I held that phone a little bit differently. I also, by the way, don't think I ever two-hand texted on that phone because it was too small. That phone was so small, you would full palm it and then you would just rapid text one finger. I don't think I ever two-hand texted on that phone. But this is a bigger phone, so I can one-hand text. But you see like how it stretches the thumb? So I'll go with the two hands and it'll be quicker. So that's also a screen size thing. I know I held my iPhone 12 a little different, but it was smaller. But yeah, I adjust for the size of the phone. Did you hear the Game Awards got over 80 million live viewers? 85 million. Timothy, it got 80 million or 82 last year. It got 85 this year. I keep telling people the Game Awards is the most watched gaming event of the year. So you can dislike how it ran. You can hate all the trailers. You can hate the awards. You can hate this. You can hate Jeff Keighley. Bottom line is, this is the most watched gaming event of the year. Of the entire year, it is the most watched gaming event. So it's very important to the industry. We obviously just want to see it get better and better every year. Now, this year was obviously better than last year, but last year was also the COVID year. So there was kind of a hiccup in things. So I feel like this year was kind of the let's get back on track. And then next year, let's get back to improving the show. Because there was that hiccup and then we had to recover from the hiccup. And now let's see what happens next year. I think Jeff Keighley has legitimately improved the show a little bit every year. This is the first year I don't feel like the show really was better than 2019. However, I also give him a pass because the big part of this show was just having it at all. So, yeah, there was a lot of hurdles just to have it at all. So we got back to normal. Now let's see what happens next year, when we're now a year removed from getting back into the normal swing of things. Let's see here. Now, again, you might never like the Game Awards, and the Game Awards might never be a show you enjoy watching, and that's totally fine. I enjoy the Game Awards in general. I'm a lot less critical of it than some people. The Crown Royale's almost gone. Jack Daniels and Kentucky Gentlemen are all that'll left. Well, I'm waiting for some more super chats. We'll see. We've got 29 minutes to go, and I'm waiting on the SCs to do more shots. If we do no more shots tonight, oh well. Oh well. But dude, I'm prepared, man, to down the shots like crazy. You guys roll those super chats in. We'll have a little party here in the next half hour. Of course, I didn't read the whole message, man. There's too many people talking. I got to keep up. Paul Gale Network says, I'm glad you're enjoying the new phone. Also, good video earlier today. Fun day for Nintendo fans. Yeah. I mean, I knew the video wasn't going to get like a lot of views. It's funny too, because like people get mad at me about like rumor videos, right? Even though they're clearly like an obviously rumor videos, clearly and obviously stated at the beginning of the video, clearly obviously talked throughout the video as, hype responsibly, be skeptical, put your tinfoil hats on. Sometimes I'm literally wearing a tinfoil hat. And what I find funny is people will bitch and bitch and bitch about those videos, but they'll watch them. Today's video took more work. Today's video took more time to edit. Today's video took more time to record. Today's video was a high effort video. A unique content concept. And nobody watched it. And people wonder why, oh man, what's up with the rumors? Because people don't watch other shit on my channel, man. I make other shit. People just don't tune in. Like, to me, I am more proud of that video today than the last, 3 videos I made. But those last 3 videos I made, which, by the way, also underperformed, still massively outperformed today's video. So, like, there's this balance. I enjoy talking about leaks and rumors, but I enjoy doing other things. And when I put time and effort into those other things, people just don't watch them. They'd rather me do some rushed together video on some strange, headline that probably isn't true, because they're interested in that. They're interested in clicking on that. They're not interested in clicking on, hey, this guy, thinks he can prove that 100 million Switches were sold before Nintendo's announced it. How? Why? What's the logic? People don't care. They're like, it's not Nintendo, so we don't care. So, I mean, it's a balancing act. I enjoy rumors and leak videos, but it's not all I want to do. But, I mean, even when those underperformed, I still massively outperform anything else I make. No. Like, I did that video on the 3 new features for Breath of the Wild 2. That's real news. Legitimate news from Nintendo patents. 3.8 thousand views. Less than any rumor or leak video I do. So, like, it's a balancing act, It's a balancing act. People just don't watch my other shit. So, did I find all the Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild? Fuck no. I'll never have that golden poo. I like rumor videos. And see, I enjoy making them. I just don't want to make, like, I look back on my channel over the last 2 weeks. Right? And let me see. Of my normal videos, not my live streams, just my normal videos, we have 1, 2, let's see here, 3, 4, yeah, 4 of my last, let's see, 5, 6, 7, well, 5 of my last 8. So 5 of my last 8 standard uploaded videos were built around rumors and leaks. 5 of my last, like, I can see why people think I'm a rumor and leak channel. 5 of my last 8 videos were all that, or built around that, even if there were other stories. But they get the views. The one that got the most views was the one that said a Nintendo legend passes away. And I don't want to, like, have people die to get views. That's stupid. So yeah, it's one of those situations where it's just, that's what the people want. The people on my channel want that. And I like making it sometimes. Sometimes I'd rather do something else. Today, I wanted to do something else, and nobody watched it. You win some, you lose some, right? That's how it goes on YouTube. You win some, you lose some. Oh, I'm glad you watched it, Ice Sonic. What happened to Eric? Nothing. He's just working. Thank you, Teacher Hen, for the happy holidays. Join the Discord. Once I get more free time starting next year, I'll probably set up Mario Kart, Mario Party, Smash, and Splatoon games for anyone. Nice. That'd be cool if someone wants to take some initiative with that. I obviously don't have the time to organize anything. You like the ugly sweater? Well, thank you. I think it's fitting. I'm kind of adult. This llama's kind of adult. It kind of all works together. And my hair's all crazy because I was wearing this little flashy hat thing that I won. I'm just checking my text here. I got market it sold. Sorry, so people stopped messaging me. I just don't want people continuing to message me like crazy over the phone. So I had to market it sold. All right. Hopefully it gains some more traction tomorrow, and or possibly when Nintendo officially announces it. It won't get Second Life when Nintendo announces it. It won't, because when Nintendo announces it, all the big channels will talk about it, and then people will just watch them. So, had to dip for that Neon Doctrine Bluetooth Bloodbath event. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, look it up on YouTube. Nice. Coherent Sentences will probably be leaving soon, but I hope you stay safe on your drive tomorrow. I'll be safe on my drive. I'm not worried about it. The llama is just chilling, just like the stream. Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it goes. I mean, it could just be the holidays, but then again, if I had made a video that was like, let's say I found, I don't even know, like, I haven't even really been on Twitter today much. Let's say I found some random person on Twitter that was like, oh yeah, man, like Breath of the Wild 2 might land next summer. And I made a video about it. That video would probably have 7,000 views by now. You know, like, just the way it goes. It's just how it goes. You know? We'll get back to our normal news show, though, here next week, like, I think. Pretty sure. You know, where I have multiple stories in one video, you know, where it's like anywhere from 4 to 8 stories in a video. We'll get back to that. That's going to be coming. That's going to be like my normal show. It just as we got to the holidays, I just really was crunched for time because finals were. Oh, I don't want to think about finals. It's been rough. Maybe the roughest finals I've ever had. Oh, the Christmas tree. That comes this way. The Zelda tree, that's a Zelda tree. I can't really, it's plugged in. But yeah, it comes that way. It's stupidly expensive for what it is, but it's like $30 for that stupid thing. Which, it's neat. I don't know, it's ain't worth $30. It's like $5 worth of crap. But Yulia got it for me for a Christmas present, so she spent her money on it. Hey, whatever. So she knows I like Zelda. I do like it. I wish it was bigger. For $30, I wish it was like the size of this hat. Like this hat is like 3 times the size of that tree. So like I wish it was bigger. If it was bigger, it'd be worth the $30. But it's not. Nothing I can do about that. Hey there. Had to. Oh, whoa. What are you doing, computer? Oh, you want to do updates and crap. Well, not right now. Hey there. Had to international travel. Missed a lot this week. Lost 2 days. You're in India. You're gonna miss Christmas. Hope you're. Enjoy your sweater. Happens. If your llama were enlightened and appeared every day, what would make him a daily llama? I'm not answering that question down, Lewis. Yeah, it's a tiny tree. It's tiny. That's my only complaint. It's really cool. I just wish it was bigger. You know, at least if it was the size of this, $30, easy, no problem. It's just not. It's fine. It still looks pretty, by the way. It's just, you know, that's what you get with it because it's official, right? It's official Zelda merchandise. So like, official merchandise is always more expensive than it probably should be. Although I do have something really cool coming that is probably totally worth the money. Did you guys see the PVC Hylian shield announced by First Four Figures? That when it's on the stand, it's like, it's like a foot tall. It's got a full hilt thing that you can grab onto. And it's got lights on it and stuff, and it's magnetized to it, and you can easily lift it up. Did you guys see that thing? I have one of those coming. It's like $120. That is something that's worth the money. Yeah, I got one of those coming. Those things are cool. That to me is worth the money. That's like a collectible. Looks really cool on the shelf, and it's a decent size, right? It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this. That's a decent size. I like that. You're gonna see that in the background whenever it gets here. That thing looks cool. That thing's cool. So there's a lot of cool things like that I want. First Four Figures, by the way, makes a ton of cool shit. I wish I had the cashola to buy like everything, man. But like some of their things are like $500, $600, $700. Gets way up there, but they're so damn cool. They really are. Like they're really freaking cool. I'd like to take down this Deku tree background over here and just put like a wall there that has just all the First Four Figures on it. It'd be so damn cool and unique looking for YouTube, but god damn is it expensive, man. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to have all that stuff, but man, is it cool. It's just so cool. Like I've seen so many of them and wanted them all, and it's just ridiculously expensive. But god, they're like those things that if you take care of them, like they can last forever. They're usually like numbered and highly collectible, so their value doesn't really decrease that much because they're only sold for a limited time. Some of them they do make cheaper ones that they sell like a billion of, like this. I think this is a First Four Figure, if I remember right. This Twilight Princess Link, and I think they might still sell this. Yeah, this is 2014, and this was a First Four Figure. This is one that you could get at GameStop. That was like $50. And like these ones aren't like super collectible. These ones are just cool looking. These ones aren't numbered or limited quantity or anything like that. But they're still really cool, and like I can afford those ones. Just like, the Hylian Shield one coming, I can afford that one, and that one is a collectible one. But like the really cool massive, like they're so awesome. It's like a life goal to be like rich enough one day that I could just buy those and not even like care. Like, oh yeah, that was $1,000, no problem. No problem. I wipe my ass with $1,000, no big deal. I think we'd all like to live that life, right? Where we just don't even care about dropping $1,000 on some random thing that just sits. It's just something you look at, right? I wish we all had that life, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, the Venata 712, the nice thing is the shield's not that expensive, right? So that was the one thing that it's like, okay, we'll make that purchase work because it's really not that expensive. Good luck on your finals. You'll do great. You're a smart man. All that you and Yulia do. It's YULIA, by the way. I know it sounds like LU, but it's not. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do good on these finals. I've already turned one in, and it didn't go well. And the one that I'm finishing up now, it ain't going well. So, yes, I'm well aware that I'm a fairly intelligent person. I helped Yulia take her finals, and I didn't even take those classes. So, like, I know that I'm an intelligent person. But, for some reason, it just isn't clicking with these classes. I don't know what it is. But, what are you going to do? Do your best to move on. Don't let poor performances get you down. Pick yourself back up and try harder next time. I don't know how I can try any harder, man. I'm busting my ass this semester. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If I fail, I fail. If I pass, I pass. I'm not going to let it drag me down into the pits. Like, yeah, I'll probably feel a little... If I fail, I'm going to feel a little sad. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to feel good. But I'm going to try not to let it ruin my mood. I still have a good life. I still have a good thing going. This YouTube thing's obviously going well. So there's positives. I had to cling on to the positives. There's still positives in my life. Maybe I need to change my career course. I have no idea. We'll figure it out. Let's see here. Bowser was $700 before shipping. Meta Ridley was $600 before shipping. Some of the low quantities, like you said, beautiful stuff. Yeah, dude. And like they're highly collectible. So that's what's cool about it is like even if you spend like $700 on one, like in general, 10 years later, you could probably still resell it for pretty much $700, if not more. That's what's really cool about First Four Figures, that they are super, super collectible. So like you're not really throwing away your money unless you just, I mean, I have children, so I guess they could just break it, which that would really suck. But, you know, like these ones, these cheap ones, like the sword, like that sword on Link back there, that's been glued back on like 3-4 times. Obviously, you can't resell it at that point. So like, but also these were really cheap ones. Like they're not very well made. They're cheaply put together. So yeah, the sword's a weak point and it can break. But still, yeah, they're cool. They're cool. And Paul, I've seen the pictures of your collection in your house. It is awesome. It's pretty badass. There's a little jealousy when I look at those pictures. But it's okay. And those things would not survive them. That the quantity of them you have would not survive in my house with my kids. So it's good I don't have them, I guess. How many more do I have left? What classes? I don't know. 6? Well, maybe 8 because I probably got to retake these 2. I don't know. It's life. What are you gonna do? Maybe I just wasn't meant to be a programmer. Also, I'm honest with you guys. I think what doesn't help is this is what I want to do. I want to be a content creator. This is what I want to do for a living. So, like, I'm highly motivated for this. College is kind of a drag. There isn't really anything in college I really want to do because this is what I want to do. But I can't support my family on this yet. So it's kind of a conundrum. I'm doing all right on YouTube. I'm not doing bad. But it's like, it's not, you know, I can't buy a house and cars and take care of my kids on it, you know. So it's kind of a conundrum, you know. Do I just go all in with YouTube and just try to see where I can take this thing in a year or two? Because you got to remember, I'm 35, so it's like if I go all in now, let's say I quit college and say, screw it, I'm going to spend a hell of a lot more time doing YouTube stuff, and I go all in for the next, 2-3 years, and it doesn't work out. Now I'm almost 40, still don't have my college degree, and what am I, back working in a factory? So it's kind of a risk. It's a big risk. So, yeah. My high school actually got mad at a teacher of mine because of our final results. 90-something% of the class failed her finals, and the school said that sounds like a teacher problem, not a student one. Oh, snap! Look, if 90% of the students in your class fail your final, you're not good at your job. Your job is to teach the students. If they're not learning, you're failing at your job. Now, yeah, the students could be lazy, but 90% of the students are that way. Try a different teaching method. And this happens with a lot of teachers as they get really stuck in, this is how I'm going to teach your class. This is how you're going to do it. If you don't learn that way, too bad. Too bad. If a majority of the class doesn't learn the way that I teach it, too bad you fail. And it's like, no. Teachers need to be willing to adjust their curriculum, adjust the way they approach teaching their students. If it's clear it's not working, and you can't tell me when 90% of a class fails your finals, that you weren't already aware throughout that whole semester that the way you were teaching those kids wasn't working. Because they didn't just magically fail the finals out of nowhere. They likely failed a lot of other things along the way, other tests, other quizzes along the way in that class. So, like, you already had to have known before you got to the finals that they were going to probably all fail. Why at some point did you not realize maybe I need to try a different approach? Because, the thing is, that requires the teacher to care. And yeah, teachers can be underpaid, and that can be a really big demotivating factor to care. So, but there's low pay in a lot of professions. So I feel bad for you, but also that's your job. Your job is to educate, and if you can't do it, I'm not going to feel bad that you're not paid better. Now, the teachers that do it well and are underpaid, yeah, of course, they should get raises. They should get pensions. They should be rewarded for being good teachers, not just being recognized as a good one, but actually monetary compensation from the state or whatever. To be there should be an incentive to be a good teacher. Because if you're a bad teacher versus a good teacher, but you both get paid the same shitty salary, what incentive is there to be a good teacher? So there's a lot of that in a lot of professions, But I would never go into education unless, one, I enjoyed teaching, and two, I wanted to be someone who taught people, regardless of how much I got paid. Let's say I'm only making $50,000 a year at max in a city where that doesn't even get you a studio apartment. Let's say that's how much money I made as a teacher. Okay. Well, one, if I don't like the money, I'll stop being a teacher and I'll go back to school and become an electrician or something, right? Two, if I'm going to stay as a teacher and accept the salary, then it has to be because I love teaching. If you're miserable teaching, not good at it, say, oh, they need to incentivize me and give me more money, but it's like, you should be in the profession because you want to teach. I don't know. It's tough. It's kind of like with YouTube. It'd be like a YouTuber just shitting videos out even though they hate it. And you'd be able to tell in the videos that they don't like what they're doing. So why are they doing it? Some of it because, well, they got really big, their channel blew up, and it makes money. You know what? I kind of look at it like PewDiePie. PewDiePie never needs to make a video again. He's been set for life for years. He's got so much money put away. He lives so frugalously. Like, he's set. And he even said, like, God, was it 2 months ago? That he's basically retired. He doesn't do YouTube anymore because he needs the money. At all. He just makes YouTube videos whenever the hell he feels like it. And throws them up because he enjoys doing it. But he's got no regular schedule anymore. Because, like, he's basically retired. It's whatever to him. But some people, their channels get big. And then they think, I don't like doing this anymore. But because I built up this big thing, I got to keep making content. Even though I don't like doing it. And that sucks. Like, if you build something up to a big success, I would just try to hire people, transition them in, and maybe you back off and become just a managing role behind the scenes, or you eventually end up, selling off the channel once you do a proper transition to new hosts and new things, That's what I would do, instead of, like, forcing myself to constantly make something when I don't like doing it. Because then you're just making yourself miserable for a paycheck. And God, you can go work at McDonald's or go work at Amazon warehouses and a billion other places and be miserable to make a paycheck. What's up, Vice Gamer? Merry Christmas. We got about 5 minutes left. YouTube is definitely volatile. My advice, which I'm sure you could agree on, is to keep the YouTube on the slow burn while setting yourself up for the future. 3 kids ain't easy. It'd be different if you were RGT85. Well, if you don't have kids, obviously there's a different risk factor when you don't have kids, right? Like, if the YouTube thing doesn't work, well, 3 years, my daughter's 14. It's not like we'll be homeless or anything like that, but it's like, at what point does it hit you that, okay, even if I'm willing to accept my kids going to college on loans or whatever, because I went to college on loans, at what point do I accept that or realize that, I'm 40, now I'm 50, and I still don't have money put away for retirement. I still don't have this, I still don't have that. Like, I'm going to be working until the day I die. Like, at one point do I realize that I don't get to retire, So, the YouTube it's a risk. To go all in on YouTube is a risk. Of course it's a risk. Which is why I'll probably always have some other form of revenue. A job. That's what I'm saying. Because it's a risk. And you got to mitigate that risk. College, the problem with me for college is that every time I go for a degree, I think it's what I want to do, but it's not. What I probably should do is go to college for video editing. I literally video edit for YouTube. Get a degree in video editing. I can use that to work elsewhere and edit videos. So I can get away from, I don't have to be a YouTuber. I can edit videos for others. That's something I probably never considered is why don't I just get a degree that's related to what I enjoy doing that could spin off and it doesn't have to be me doing it. I can work for a video production company. Like, so that's something I've also never considered is like, why don't I just get a degree that's actually based around what I enjoy doing? And then one, it obviously would make better videos for the channel. And two, hey, it helps me make better content and also gives me a future in another field. So maybe that's something I should look into is getting like a videography or a video editing degree or something like that. So there's a lot of different avenues. It's just it's hard. No one said it was going to be easy. I should have graduated college like 12 years ago. So, have you ever had Jack Daniel's country cocktails? Yes, I have. Those are pretty good. Still had a very bad math teacher in university. I had a 56% with him, but a 95 with another teacher in the same class. And that's just how it goes. Some teachers are also a little easier on the grading. There's that too. But you know that. Math is one of those things that like it's hard to be easy on the grading. JP, wow, he has more subscribers than me. PewDiePie is technically the biggest solo YouTube channel on YouTube. I think Mr. Beast is going to pass him, but he's the biggest solo channel. Now, a lot of his videos are completely random now. He used to not always be that way, though. He used to have a schedule, a daily grind. He had like, this day is Lowai. This day is streaming a horror game. This day is meme content from Reddit. This day is we're going to react to videos on YouTube. This day is taking community questions and turning them into videos. This day is another game stream. So he used to have a very scheduled way he did things. He hasn't been that way for a while because, as he put out there, he's retired. He just does whatever the hell he wants whenever he feels like it. He wants to make a random video about taking his dog to the store for his birthday and anything the dog touches he buys. Sure. Is that the kind of content he usually makes? Nope. But he just felt like making the video that day. So that's what he did. Like, it's one of those that he's so set that he just does whatever the hell he feels like it. He doesn't care about growing the channel anymore. He doesn't care about any of it. He's chilling. So yeah, Mr. Beast will pass him because Mr. Beast still cares about growing the channel. He wants to be the biggest channel on YouTube someday. Might get there. I don't know if he'll ever catch up to some of the corporate channels out there. That one channel from India that's really massive with all the K-pop stars and stuff, and Bollywood stars. So like we'll see if he can ever catch up to those channels like T-Series and stuff. But yeah, Mr. Beast is doing a good thing, and he loves what he does, and he says he wants to do it forever. So good for him. He does crazy videos, man. I've seen a few videos where he's guested on other channels, and you watch how his brain comes up with ideas. And yeah, most of the ideas get thrown out, but it's like, pick anything. Like, okay, we got this Christmas hat. All right. Well, how many of these Christmas hats can I put on my head at once? That'll be an idea for a video. Oh, maybe that's not a good idea. Let's come up with another idea for these hats. All right. How many of these homemade Christmas hats does it take to stop a car? How many of these homemade Christmas hats can I pile on my face before I can't breathe? How many of these homemade Christmas hats does it take to cover an entire house? Like, he literally could just take any random object and just come up with like 50 ideas And then like one of those ideas is the one that he's like, yes, that's the one. That's the one. And it's awesome. And like, as you see, I just came up with some ideas right there. And it's like, I can come up with ideas like that too. I don't have the drive and motivation to make those kind of videos. But like, there's times like I don't have like news is slow right now, right? So I'll wake up and I'll be like, all right, I'm going to make a video today. I don't have any plan for today. So what's the video going to be? I'll go look for news a little bit and I'll see, okay, there's nothing really happening. It's the holidays. The 100 million thing came up on Twitter. So thanks to Paul Gale. So I decided to do some investigating, do some research, and got really interested in making that video. I knew the video wasn't going to perform well. So if I want to think, okay, how can I take a video about talking about all this data and wanting to present 100 million as this big exciting thing? What can I do exciting about this? Well, all right, this video is going to be, the core of it is going to be, we're going to talk about why Switch is actually at 100 million units sold right now, even though Nintendo hasn't talked about it. But we can't just do that as the topic because that's a boring topic. So instead, it'd be like, hey, let's try to buy 100 million copies of the worst game on Switch. And then as we go in the video and we record me going into a GameStop, going into a Walmart, going into a Target, going into a Best Buy, trying to buy every copy of this stupid game that, it'd probably be some really cheap piece of shit game that's like $5 or something, right? And I'm trying to buy all these copies of it. And then, I'm like, oh shit, you know what? I didn't even think about it. Let's hit up eBay. Then you see me, but and whether or not I actually end up buying every single copy, right? You can fake buying, you buy enough copies, that you have a pile. But like, once you get to the point that's very obvious, you're not going to buy 100 million copies of a game because 100 million copies don't exist. It's one of those that be like, this is one of the stupidest things I've ever done. Let's lick up 100 freaking Switch carts and then talk about how the Switch has hit 100 million in sales or something. Like that would have been like a really interesting way to do that kind of video. That kind of video takes a lot of time. That kind of video needs at least 2 people because you need someone to hold the damn camera, which I don't have 2 people. So like, and obviously it would require a monetary investment, right? You're gonna have to have like $50, $100 set aside to actually buy some of those. So like, I have ideas, like I could spin up ideas like that. It's just I don't have the ability to execute them, right? So like, it's funny, like how Mr. Beast got started with his channel was a lot of like, all right, let's just say PewDiePie, 100,000 times on live stream, and like I could do something like that. Like I thought about things that might be really neat on a live stream, like what if when Nintendo hits 100 million officially, when they announce it officially, if I do a live stream that's like I can't do anything 100 million times, right? Like I die before I can get through anything 100 million times. Or what if it's like, all right, let's say Nintendo Switch 100,000 times. Can I do that? Well, yeah. Is that live stream going to take like 2 days? Probably. And would it get a shitload of views? Probably. But then can I do that when I have my kids and other responsibilities? Can I look at Yulia and be like, hey, these 3 days I don't exist. 2 of these days I'm live streaming saying Nintendo Switch, 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 Nintendo Switch. Like I'm just saying it on repeat for 2 days. And then the 3rd day I crash and sleep. So like I have ideas, but it's like, how realistic are those ideas, for me to do at this point, right? So coming up with ideas that are realistic but also fun for the audience is hard. I have a lot of fun ideas, but realistic for me at this stage of my life, all right, we've hit a little bit past 11, so this is probably going to be the end here. Someone had 1,000 copies of Sneak King. I mean, it happens. Some people are nuts like that. Merry Christmas, Brian C. Bye. That's a lot of GameStop shares. There was a point this year that you could have made a lot of money buying that many shares. You also needed a lot of money to buy that many shares. Your venture, any kind of opinion at all, you're going to get a truckload of abuse. Yeah. So short form content. I don't have any interest in YouTube Shorts. because I prefer making my longer content. So like the YouTube Shorts kind of eats into that. I can do more. It's not really shorts. It's more. I need to take advantage of stories more often. They're only around for 24 hours. They're basically used as advertisements. I need to take more advantage of stories. You literally do it on your phone. You pop it off, and you be like, hey, Merry Christmas, everyone. We got a video today. Blah 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 blah. Hopefully you guys tune in for that. Hey, see you tonight at this live stream. See you for this. See you for that. Like I need to take more advantage of stories. I don't take enough advantage of them. So that's on me. Like I could have advertised this live stream 2 hours ago because I knew I was going to do it. I'm like, hey, I hope you guys join me tonight. I'm thinking about starting the stream around 9:15, 9:30. We're going to do a little bit of a holiday celebration. Hopefully you guys decide to join me, catch you then. And like, I should be doing that. I should be taking more advantage of that. But yeah, I do have a TikTok. I don't really have any interest in making TikToks, so it's just not my kind of content. But again, I have ideas. It's just, I need to be realistic about what I can do myself, Like, I don't know. Like, I thought about doing a thing where it's like, this was a dumb. So I had this idea that every dollar donated to me, I'd slap myself, right? Well, then freaking Mr. Beast does the Team C's thing the other day. It was like, oh yeah, for every $10, is one slap. And I'm just like, God dang it. Like, you can't do that idea now. We just did it for charity. You can't do it for... So, anyways. Streamlabs not showing. We don't have Streamlabs. Did you donate through Streamlabs? It's okay if you donated through Streamlabs. I will go look. We don't have Streamlabs anymore. I can still get the money off Streamlabs. That's not the problem. We just don't use them anymore. I know it's still linked in the description because I don't have another direct donation method right now. But ALV, thank you for the $3. Says, I'm on the same boat as you, Nate. Same and everything, just no kids nor YouTube career. You do fine on whatever you enjoy doing. By the way, a YouTuber that scammed me out of $250 is now pity offering me $50 to settle. Suggestion. Wait. By the way, that YouTuber that scammed me out of $250, not his own, mind you, is now pity offering me $50 to settle. Suggestions. I don't know enough about the situation. That's the thing. I don't know enough about the situation to really give you any honest advice on it. I would need to be more like I'm vaguely aware of the situation because you've talked about it before, but I don't know enough about it to really give any solid advice. I mean, it's easy to say, you can go to small claims court. You could, there's options. Reporting them to YouTube if they broke, find out if they broke any YouTube policy. You can bare minimum get their channel striked. But like, I don't know enough about the situation to give any real advice on it. It would. I don't want to tell you to do something when it might not be the right thing to do when I don't have all the information. I know that you've talked to me about it before. I just don't remember and I don't have all the information. So yeah, I can't really give advice on that. It sucks though, man. It sucks. I was just dealing with a lawsuit threat myself over my giveaways. That was fun. But hey, now we have legal terms and conditions that are enforceable by a court. So, with our giveaways to prevent me from getting sued in the future, because my giveaways are fake and everything, right, guys? God, I'm human, man. I forget sometimes. You figure I've done enough of these giveaways and given away enough crap this year that it'd be pretty verifiable that my giveaways are real, but people just, man, it's been like 5 months. Yeah, okay, so I forgot. It's like not the end of the world. Relax, man. But, it's whatever. At least it got me to get my legal act together. I've been meaning all year to get a actual legal document drawn up for my giveaways, and now I have one. And now it applies to my Pokemon Legends Arceus giveaways. So, I'm imagining the prize I won every day. Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. In the end, I ended up not getting sued and everything got taken care of. But still, it's a pain in the ass, dealing with bullshit like that. I mean, I'm not mad at the person. I understand their frustrations. I get it. But it's still kind of one of those, really have to go quite that far over a free item. Like in the back of my mind, I have won some drawings. Like those drawings you might enter at the mall. Like I've won some of those and like never got my prize. And I'm sure there's probably somewhere in there where maybe I could have sued over it. Is it really worth my time over something for free? I don't know. Like there's just a part of me that goes, look, if I won a free contest and I never get my item, what's the loss to me? What did I actually lose? I didn't lose money. I didn't lose time. Unless it was like a contest that required me to create something for it. I didn't lose time. I didn't lose money. So what did I lose? I guess disappointment? I guess emotionally affected some? I don't know. Like, so for me, it's just like, it's not even worth it. Oh, if I want a car, but then I never get the car. It's like, oh, okay. As long as I didn't spend money on it, then, I don't know. But that's just me. I have not seen Spider-Man. Nope. Nope. Did not see Spider-Man. Haven't had time, man. No, I know I'm not obligated to ALV. I appreciate the donation, though, man. I wonder how much do I even have sitting on here? I haven't looked at my Streamlabs stuff in a long time because I don't use them anymore. Again, there's still a link for direct donations because I don't have another way to direct donate right now. You're like the only person to. We haven't. Well, no. Back in November 28th, we had somebody else direct donate. Oh, and your donation just went to PayPal, so okay, that's fine. Although we have some. Have the credit card ones been paid out? I really should check this. I always forget where the donation thing is on the back end of Streamlabs. Under settings, it says funds available. There must be. Oh yeah, there's $29 on here. Well, withdraw that. Withdraw that. Okay, it's just gonna go to my PayPal. All right, cool. We'll just withdraw it. So yeah, I gotta check Streamlabs sometimes because that's literally the only thing I still use them for is that. I want to do a different direct donation. There's other options out there. Technically I could put a PayPal donation link in. PayPal has its own donation system, so I could just use PayPal's donation system. I just don't know how to do notifications. Well, I do get notifications on my phone when that happens. So like, there's that. Then I'd be like, oh, my phone buzzed. Let me check. Oh, look, there's a notification. Oh, look, I better do it. Hair check. Hair check. You're looking like a hot mess. Yeah, honey, it's because of this. If you're watching, it's because I was wearing this. You see this? This messed up my hair. I promise, my hair looked better. You guys saw it in video. But, like, it's all gelled up. So, like, you put this on, and it messes up my hair. That's why my hair's all messed up. Where did I get the llama Christmas sweater? Walmart. I think it was like $15, maybe $20 at Walmart. I mean, I got it at my local Walmart. I didn't buy it online, and they're like everything's sold out there right now. So like you couldn't even. But maybe your local Walmart. Maybe you get lucky, you find one, and it's your size. Maybe order it online. You know, if you want to get something like this for a Christmas party you have this weekend or next weekend, you know, for New Year's, maybe you have an ugly Christmas sweater New Year's party, something like that, right? So like, you know, it's a fun sweater. You might see me wear it in a video this week. I'll probably wear it in a video on New Year's Eve. I'll probably make a video New Year's Eve morning, and I'll wear my Christmas getup. I don't know if I'm gonna wear this hat. We'll see. We'll see if I wear this hat or if I wear like a normal Christmas hat. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I'll probably wear this in a video. Just one video. Because why not? Why the hell not? It's a fun little sweater. It's ugly. It's meant to be ugly. You know, fits me because I'm ugly. It'd be for your boyfriend. They love llamas too. Oh, that's perfect then. That's perfect. Yeah, it's got the little scarf thing here, and it does have a butt on the back, like the llama butt on the back. So it's a fun little sweater, you know. And if they happen to really like llamas, that's cool. I didn't want any that had text on it, so like there's other ugly ones that will be like la 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 llama, and I get that that's like a joke out there or something. I don't know. It wasn't when I was a kid, but it is now. I just didn't want that. I wanted something that was just like ugly, but like really stands out, and I don't know, this works. Strawberry mini wheat. Yeah. All right. what we're going to call it. Thank you guys. I got to go get some sleep. My hair's all screwy. I got a long drive tomorrow. I leave at 6 in the morning. I literally leave in a little over 6 hours from now. So wish me luck. Catch you guys tomorrow on the podcast. I don't have any other video at this time going out tomorrow, but maybe something does come up. But we do have the podcast tomorrow featuring Camelot 331. Eric Moore will be on as well. So yeah, that's the plans tomorrow. Thank you guys for the $18 tonight. You guys are awesome. Kind of a light night, but it was also a short stream that started late. So you guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Probably see you again for New Year's and the podcast next week. So we'll probably do a New Year's stream and a podcast. We'll try to have some fun for that. You guys are awesome. Peace out.